Every achievement begins with struggle, late nights, hard work, and persistence. When the world says stop, the determined keep moving. This is true, incredible stories, real people, real challenges, and victories that inspire us all.
So I grew up in the agriculture industry. I grew up showing cattle, and that taught me a really strong work ethic and a lot of determination. And when I went to college, I wanted to become a veterinarian, and that's something that I wanted since I was a little kid. And when I got to college, I had never been away from home before, and so that was a really big struggle for me. And when I went to college, I chose a private college, and I didn't really make a lot of friends, and it was really hard for me. And through that experience, I realized, like, I don't have to be this unhappy. And at 18, you really don't know what your life looks like and how to make decisions and overcome those things. But I ended up transferring colleges. I graduated college, and now I'm using my degree in dairy science as a cheese scientist in research and development.
Wow.
Okay, so I was a single parent, and I put myself through nursing school with 4 kids. And I just became a nurse about 3 years ago at Children's Hospital.
Wow.
I'm a pediatric nurse.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. I recently graduated with my master's from Western Governors University. I started off as an RN at the clinic, did my bachelor's degree online as well, and then transitioned into my master's program. And now I am able to help with patient care planning and able to use my degree to the fullest extent.
Okay.
I joined the military when I was 18, Women's Army Corps. I was stationed in Germany, did a lot of traveling, and lived in Texas for a while. And, well, back in those days, that was 1972 and 1975. I was part of the Army, but we weren't integrated yet into the regular Army. That didn't happen until years later. I was an administrative specialist. I worked for 10 warrant officers. It was a little bit different back then. I mean, you still had guys that weren't accepting of women in the military. The sexual harassment was hard to take at that time.
Hi, I just wanted to share a challenge I overcame. I was challenged to do a marathon. This was back in 2007. It was something that I did not think I could do, but little by little each day I got out there, started with a mile, and I kept on advancing my mileage. And in October of 2007, I completed the Chicago Marathon, and I'm very thrilled and very excited. And it's a very self-fulfilling accomplishment that I did.
So I was helping with like new product development, so helping develop recipes and systems to launch new products. And now I'm actually working with our Wisconsin cheesemakers to just kind of monitor their process and really make sure things are moving the right direction and that we're constantly keeping our high quality.
Okay, excellent.
I think that, like I say, there's a lot of pressure on you when you're 18 to make all these decisions. You graduate high school and you're like, you have to go to college or you have to pick a path, and don't be afraid to change course, I think is the takeaway, right? I took some time off from college, I went back, I got my degree, and that's my story, but maybe it's finding a different career or it's going to trade school, something like that. Don't be afraid to change your path if you're not happy with it.
Okay, excellent.
If you're enjoying this content, please remember to like and subscribe. It really helps our channel grow. And if you or someone you know has an incredible story to share, we'd love to hear from you.
Oh, I love it. It's definitely for me. Just the fact that I can take care of kids and watch them grow. We build rapport with families, so just being able to see some of these kids grow and become healthy children, and just being a part of their life. Yeah. The kids coming and being happy to see us even after we give them vaccines and doing things they probably don't like, just that they're still very thankful that we're able to take care of them and help them. So those things definitely make it worth it.
Excellent. Okay, and how has that education helped you now?
It's allowed me to actually move up within the healthcare setting and has let me be more of a leadership role.
Okay.
So I'm an RN care manager, so I have a lot of communication with patients just over the phone and some in clinic visits. do a lot of their care planning, and any questions, concerns, I facilitate that communication with their providers. I've always had the love for caring for people, and I think really being able to make a difference in their life and keep them out of the hospital and keeping them healthy is the biggest goal with this job.
It was towards the end of the Vietnam War, and I had, there were a couple people from Port Washington that had been killed in Vietnam, and it kind of gave me a reason to join. Plus the benefits. I reaped the benefits. I used the GI Bill to buy a house at one time. I used the GI Bill to go to college to study art. So, I mean, I'm an artist, and I went into the military. One of the reasons was for the GI Bill to study art. And I exhibited a couple different local places. I've won awards. Some best of show, two-dimensional. I'll be artist in residence at the Cultural Center in Cedarburg, and I was just the artist in residence at Fiddleheads for 2 months in Grafton.
Yeah, I mean, I worked full-time during my master's program. Luckily, it was online, but luckily I was able to get it done pretty quick as it was self-paced. So I completed my master's degree in less than a year. I think in school, anytime there's always points that you want to quit. However, I feel like I had a lot of support behind me, and I had the drive to want to complete my master's, so there was really no doubt that I was going to finish it.
So I believe that you can do anything you put your mind to.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.